Maestras de Español 2, de nivel 2. How are you doing today? We're going to be talking about the house. So our student objectives this week is to get them to be able to produce the parts of the house, to be able to describe the parts of the house, and these are all the same objectives we have for Spanish 1. So we want to be building a little bit more descriptive sentences, longer sentences, more complicated sentences, that they're able to pronounce and reproduce this poem from memory and maybe alter it. Maybe we're not talking about a casa, maybe we're talking about un castillo que tiene dos pisos y un techo grande. You want to be elaborating in Spanish too, if they've seen the curriculum before. Now your teachers will know, depending on the class that you have, the level of your student, and whether or not you can press your kids up on these. Now for the activities of building the house, if they've done this activity before, don't repeat it. Focus in on the story. Los tres cerditos. Focus in on the story. If they haven't done the casa building before, you're going to want to look at the Spanish 1 video. Go ahead and take a look at it anyway. But it explains what the materials you have, what you need, and how to put the house together. So I won't repeat that. The target word for Spanish 2, the two verbs that we're working on, are estar and construir. You really want to be talking about and using those two words all the time, all week. ¿Dónde estás tú? Estoy en el salón. Ya me voy al baño. Estoy en el baño. Talk about using those verbs. Construir. La casa que construimos es de papel. So you want to be using specifically those two verbs quite a bit. Put emotion to construir. All right. Now the reading that we're doing is a fun little story with a twist on Los Tres Cerditos. Go ahead. There's a lot of motion that can go with this specific story. So have fun with this. Get some actors up as you read it so they can act the story. Maybe have them, if they're of the ability, to fill in the blanks without looking at the story. Try this out. If you've been very successful with the stories for the last couple of weeks, walk through the story with them, having them articulate the blanks, and then see if they can do this independently. You will want them together, probably whole class, to write their 5 or 6 pictures that depict the story and summarize it with accompanying sentences. And then el próximo día, ¿qué pasará? So together you can build some options of what happened the next day. Maybe the lobo and they all become friends, whatever, as they play their music and la guitarra together. Have fun with this week, and like I mentioned before, if this is their first year of Spanish, focus in on the house and building the house that they can take home on Friday. If this is really their second year of Spanish 2, you really want to focus in on the story. All right? If you have any questions, feel free to call me. And this is a very, very important week. We don't want to skip this because this is foundational to where we're going in the following units. So if you need to skip anything, do it with the Valentine's week. That's why I want to get this out to you early. Hasta luego.